looked at the earth.
Third generation Ryzen is now the pinnacle of multi-threaded processor performance, and it's a big step up from everything else I've used before. AMD have listened to our feedback to make sure they make the best products possible so that we can simultaneously play as well as stream at the best settings. That's why I use AMD's third generation Ryzen processors.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the LG Ultragear TEC Challenger Series powered by AMD. And for our media partner, we have AFK Gaming. I'm CA, your host and caster for today, joined by Praniti. And today, in the upper bracket semifinals, you already know it, we have Velocity Gaming versus Noble Esports. Now, this is such a hype matchup. And Praniti, I want you to tell me how this matchup is going to go. But before that, chat, I want you to tell me how this matchup is going to go. Spam hashtag Velocity OP, VLT OP if you think they're going to win. Spam hashtag Stay Noble if you're in the side of Noble Esports. But Praniti, how do you think this matchup is going to go?
I'm expecting overtime. I'm expecting triple overtime. I'm expecting 3 maps. These two teams have proven themselves non-stop and constantly. Velocity being able to win the Series 1 as well as so many other tournaments, and Noble being, coming up strong after picking up such a good player such as Hika, and them coming in and constantly beating every team non-stop.
For sure, we'll have to see what happens. But remember, guys, Series 3 registration is now open. If you want a chance to go up against these juggernauts, if you want a chance to impress and showcase yourself, go down in the description below, get your mates, and register for the next series to come by the LG Ultragear TEC Challenger Series. But now going into game, like this matchup, we talked about this at the start of the tournament. Noble Esports, a brand new organization in the entire tournament, but not brand new players. Basically, a set of nobles coming together to take down the kings of the LG Ultragear TEC Challenger Series, which is Velocity Gaming. Now in split with the Breach Killjoy, I believe that's the raise on Hika as usual, but Velocity Gaming also have the raise in Breach. What do you feel about the Killjoy versus Cypher, that being one of the biggest differences in the lineups?
Okay, Killjoy Cypher, the couple that every team wants to have on their team, right? Killjoy being able to damage players, it's still OP. The pushes do come in. Harsh does secure a kill on EXCEELI. The raise is gone. 22 HP. Harsh just backs away as Antidote also very low at the moment. But both of the teams and Jets are very low right here. Rexy just trying to jiggle peek every angle he can. He has to play this straight save, gets taken out. Amaterasu with his first skill in this map. Sai with another trade on Amaterasu right there. Just backs away, tries to give them the side. They can retake. The rotations do come in from both of the teams here. The turret does go out. This is what I mean. The damages is important just because, the other player is very low. The turret can definitely, kill them if it's possible.
Now, all of Velocity taking control of Heaven, moving in. Hika though with the frenzy gets 2. Noble 4 versus 1 right now. Trying to take the first round for themselves. Hika with 3. This is the man we were supposed to look out for. Hika's absolute beast from Series 1 has been just the same in Series 2. He has to be the X factor if they're going to be able to take down Velocity. And in the first round, already he is being that. But Velocity, Praniti, we've seen them drop a couple rounds and then just turn the switch, like turn the tables completely and look like an entirely new beast. So this is not the over, right?
Yeah, definitely. Just because they like most of the teams, right? They use the pistol round to get a feel of the other team. And Velocity doing that is perfect right now. They have to get a feel of Noble because it is a new roster from them picking up Hika, and they have to figure out exactly what happens if EXCEELI does go in, but Hika secures a kill with his boom bot. Hika with another popping off right now, gets another with Good War, sorry, Harsh taking a kill on the right to Ace. Another! And that should be an op for Harsh on the next round. This is looking fire right now. Noble is looking strong. Hika, what was that round on you?
Dude, Hika just absolutely beastly mode, poggers mode right now. Noble, they're coming out very, very strong, but as we talked about before, Velocity, they usually take a couple rounds to just get a feel for themselves. One thing to note is that we're not seeing right to Ace on his standard Sova pick. We're seeing him on a slightly different pick in the Omen. So I'm really curious to see how that ends up going. But Velocity, this is their map pick. They need to start answering back, and I know they're capable of it. So we'll see exactly what is gonna happen. You see Vibor just lurking down A, while the rest of the team moving down mid, trying to take control. Harsh waiting in the shadows, will not get the opening kill, but Tito answers back. While Antidote gets the kill onto Harsh, still 4v4, but all of Noble now know that Velocity has taken mid control, can go over to A or B. Noble still playing it slow, Sai holding down B while the rest of his team adopts extremely defensive positions. Now Sai repositioning towards Heaven, waiting for the push to come in. Rexy holding down the underpass, will get a kill, Amaterasu answering back. Spike Carrier does go down, and that should give a sufficient amount of information over to Noble about where Velocity are right now. Sai just holding down the fort, waiting for EXCEELI to pop up. The turret will spot our EXCEELI, and EXCEELI misses a few shots, but does take down the turret eventually. Sai waiting right below him. Now Tito uses the flash, goes in, gets a kill onto EXCEELI. Noble in the buy down, guys, with a man advantage in that away map. Looking absolutely amazing right now. They just need to maintain this. Sai waiting in the corner, will take down one. Vibor answers back. It's Vibor versus the world. 1 versus 2. Can Vibor do it? It's Tito and Hika. Hika, like, top fragger for his team right now. Tito just delaying so long, waiting for Hika to come over to the site. Vibor instead going for the spike line, knowing he doesn't have enough time, does not turn up in time, and Tito with his triple of the round. Noble winning the buy down. Now that's huge.
This has gotta push Velocity down a notch. They need to pull it back. That was such an amazing round. Given a buy round, when we've seen, Velocity perform so well on the buy round, I think Noble got a shot here. I think Noble got a shot. Maybe we might see 3 maps. If not, Noble, they have a shot at taking this map at confirmed, right? I think Velocity had a plan on defensive side because their attacking ain't really working out. They did try a slow push type base. It didn't work out. Attack type. Noble is so strong to take out the trades instantly. They're peeking them together, exactly what you want to see. And Noble is looking pretty strong here. It is a mid push again as the board does hold back. Try to watch out for flanks. The supporters are not down. I think this is an equal round for Velocity at the moment. And they do got Amaterasu with his first kill with the Sheriff right there. And right to Ace with another. It is a first time that they're on a man disadvantage. Rexy gets a kill right there. Just backs away, tries to get another. But no, a right to Ace with another onto Rexy. 4v2, Noble left in a bad spot. This might be a first round for Velocity Gaming. But don't get it wrong, Hika is still in the match. He can definitely secure the round for himself. And Sai has proven himself very much a lot. But I think they're just going to A right now. They're just lurking. B should be held down because Sai does have all of this. Antidote with another onto Hika, and Sai trades right back. I think he's gonna opt to save that Vandal. He is only at 5 HP. Such a good round from Velocity Gaming, as opting to save is the best choice at the moment. This is such a good map, CA.
Yeah, already you see Velocity just angry right now. Even though this was the eco round for them, Amaterasu with that Sheriff just accuracy opening up for them and making sure Velocity have the advantage going into the next round, able to buy fully. Velocity pulling back these sort of eco rounds is what you expect from them. So I'm really hyped to see the fact that they're just sort of settling into the game now, because once Velocity settles in, it's gonna be a completely different scene altogether. Now though, 3-1 still in favor of Noble. They are on the defensive side, so they need to get advantage going into the attacking side to make sure, because Velocity, they are so coordinated, so like calculate it on the defensive side for themselves. Now, thrifty round for Velocity, right? What do you think Noble got wrong this time? Because I saw maybe one too many aggressive peaks from Noble.
Yeah, Noble was getting a little bit too confident there, but I wouldn't get them wrong. They are in a man advantage. I mean, they are in a win advantage at the moment, so they definitely need to make some aggressive plays. If they are way too defensive, it's really not going to work out for them. But right, them making it work, even though it's VLT such a top-tier team in India at the moment, them being able to even secure a couple of rounds and a buy round is definitely worth it.
Yeah, now you see Sai just dropping a storm grenade in the B heaven entry area to make sure that he's able to stop that. The normal B entry is stopped by Killjoy, and I think that's why I really like the way Killjoy works in this map, is because you can basically deny multiple entries together, and if the other team does choose to force, suddenly those swarm grenades, those alarm bots put the vulnerable option on them, leaving them just susceptible to taking more damage in a straight up gunfight, where in a state where these teams are so equal in terms of skill, that can be the edge. Now, Velocity, in their buy down, will take a quick look at the scorecard while Velocity pushing in. But before that, you see Harsh just flanking. Sorry, Antidote just flanking. Harsh on the back gets through. EXCEELI and right to ace. Vibor takes him down though, but Harsh played it really well for his team, getting the man advantage for Noble, and so much information. But Antidote enters back. They are into site B. Velocity. They will be able to get Spike down.
Planted.
Antidote with another onto Rexy means it's Velocity with the man advantage. Amitarasu really low though, and it's Hika and Tito trying to clutch this round for them. Velocity looking really strong right now. Hika, he looked extremely strong in the first two rounds, but hasn't been able to make as much of an impact now. Will be looking, but Tito and Hika, just as I said, they get a kill each. Vibor answers back, and right now, it's Tito versus Vibor. Vibor really low, the flash comes out. Vibor spams, but it's Tito with yet another clutch, making it 4-1. Another buy round going in favor of Noble. Praniti talked to me in the chat about why winning the buy rounds are so important in terms of the economy.
Okay. Losing the buy round, it's gonna set you back a little bit, right? It's gonna set you back, especially if you don't have such a high lead. And Velocity, with only one round on their hands, they're constantly getting loss bonuses, which won't affect you a lot. It's gonna be like a Phantom if you don't eco and then half shields, or a Bulldog and a half shield. That's what you're gonna go for if you don't win a round. And VLT in that situation right now with only one round under them, as we pull up the scoreboard right now, we can definitely see. Okay. Obi, can I get a? Yeah, there you go. They do have a buy, both of the teams, but EXCEELI does have a little bit of slight semi-buy right here. This should be a proper round for them.
Yes, this is still the buy round for them. As you said, those loss bonuses coming in clutch, but now Noble playing extremely aggressive, something you talked about before, that they cannot do the same thing against Velocity repeatedly and get caught out. Looking to play this round very aggressively is Noble, trying to take mid control for themselves, but Rexy down on 8 ramps will get a kill. Tito with the trigger control gets a kill for himself, but Antidote and right to ace will answering back. It's still Noble with the man advantage. They just have to try and make sure that they don't give up ground. All of the fighting so far, like the majority of the fighting, has happened in the mid area of the map. So, like, so far, Velocity, they haven't really gained any ground. They haven't moved any further. The Killjoys, Alarm Bot, and Swarm Grenades, with the help of the turrets, still holding down the B-side entry, enabling the rest of Noble's team to just stay calm in their current positions. Now, you see Velocity moving towards these Killjoy abilities. Will give away information of them entering the site right about now. They will spot out the Alarm Bot, which will get taken down instantly. You can see the rotation coming out from Hika and Harsh, who are in heaven, towards the other side. But Antidote takes down Hika. It's 2v2. Antidote and right to ace looking to clutch this round for their team. 11 seconds left. They have to get the spike down. Going for the spike plant. Antidote gets his third of the round. It is just Rexy versus Antidote and right to ace. Rexy versus right to ace in Omen versus Omen matchup, 1 versus 1. This round is so important for Velocity if they need to be able to maintain their eco. Rexy throws out the paranoia, but just holding on. Right to ace in this sneaky position. Rexy with the jiggle peek will spot him out. Rexy going for it, but right to ace wins the gun battle. Right to ace with that headshot will be able to clutch that round for his team. 4-2 in favor of Noble.
Such a good matchup. These two teams, Noble proving that they're not nothing. And honestly, this team is currently they are the underdogs compared to Velocity, right? They're big, but right now against Velocity, which is such a high tier team, they're proving themselves constantly. And them losing one round doesn't matter because they're gonna come back. They are on defensive side. They definitely need the lead before they go on to the other side.
Get out of my way!
Right to Ace does use his flash ready to get off anyone he can. There is 2 onside rotations, 2 coming as it's an aggressive push from VLT. Heaven is going to be cleared out. Harsh and Antidote trade off each other. Harsh with another Harsh, getting a 3K for himself. The all does matter at this point. Right to Ace does get a kill onto Harsh. 3v2 lead. Vibor with another onto Vista. Tito trading him right back. A 1v1 situation. Sai and Right to Ace left.
Right to Ace again in the last man standing position, trying to clutch it for his team, but the spike is all the way on the other side, like nowhere near him. He has to go. He has no information of where Sai is, and Sai in a very unlikely position. Now Sai, he only has the frenzy for himself, so he's gonna try to use time to his advantage as much as he can. Right to Ace slowly moving into Heaven, trying to take account of where Sai could be. All the guns available from the Sai's teammates and a Velocity in Heaven, so he can't really pick up a gun either. Sai, he needs to get moving if he wants to find Right to Ace. Right to Ace just slowly playing this round out. Will go for the spike in about where 20 seconds are left, and should be able to get the spike plant when about 10 seconds are left. Can Right to Ace clutch once more? We will see. He picks up the spike, about 15 seconds left on the clock. Will throw out the dark cover. Now using the ultimate to switch away all over to B. Right to Ace with the insane play, not giving Sai time to react. With just 5 seconds left, he will go for the spike plant. Will be able to get it down with just 2 seconds remaining. Now it's up to Sai to go for the B plant. That rotation from Right to Ace, not taking a risk whatsoever, making that play really, really smart, don't you think?
Yeah, and he still has his ult. He can definitely place it just to secure one round, but I think he's going to be caught off guard here. I don't think he's checking Garage right now. Right to Ace does have an angle, and he does secure the round for VLT. 4-3. They're coming back hard.
Velocity and Right to Ace specifically, he's been so good. Even though Harsh got a huge advantage for themselves, you cannot count Velocity off even when they have the man disadvantage, because you see the way they're able to pull it back with Right to Ace, with both each getting a kill, making it 2v1. Even when it's 1v2 for Right to Ace, again he gets that kill onto Tito, pulls it back, slowly makes his way. For everyone watching, this is exactly how you want to play the attacking side. You do not want to rush things. You want to play the map knowing that you have a bit more information than the defender player. You have the proactive initiative on your side. Right to Ace doing just that, using his ultimate perfectly, getting that clutch round for for Velocity Gaming. Now, Velocity Gaming, they're lurking down B with Vibor while they try to push A. The spike is also at B. Now, the Killjoy abilities do get procced at B, giving away information that the spike is likely at B. So you see the rotation coming out from a significant portion of Noble Esports all the way to B. The Killjoy ultimate comes out from Sai as he's trying to just deny any sort of push from Velocity, but the spike is planted and they should be able to comfortably move into Garage. Sai getting 1 kill, Right to Ace answering back means it's 4v4. The Omen on the side of Noble looking to ult in, but choosing not to do so just yet, instead just rotating over. Will catch multiple people if he looks in the underpass. Instead, it's Antidote getting the kill onto Rexy with Hika answering back onto Right to Ace. 3v3 right now, and Sai is really low. Health advantage definitely in favor of Velocity, but Harsh and Hika, the fraggers for Noble, getting a kill each. It's just Amaterasu left. The showstopper does not get him, but that's okay. He just pulls out the gun, gets his triple. That's Hika clutching yet another buy round for Noble.
I don't think it's clutch. Velocity gets the round with the...
Oh my god.
Oh my god. You spoke a little bit too fast there, Zia. The ball went off. Unlucky for Noble Esports. Definitely a good round though. You did pick off their economy, but it is a 4v4. Velocity is coming back. Or, sorry, 4-2-4. Velocity is looking pretty strong here. Their aim is so consistent. The way they play, the way they think is so fascinating. Amaterasu, the IGL is so well in the way he played it. And he stalled just about enough time for the other players to get to the site and not have the time to defuse. Sai is going to go for a little aggressive peek here. I like the way that they dropped the bomb and he does get the information that Sai is on B, I think they're gonna go to the opposite side and just ditch Killjoy at the moment. Vibor just holding the bomb as 3 attackers are on mid, just trying to clear out mid, and the mid is theirs if they do clear out heaven, which has 2 people, which is Harsh as well as a breach on the other team. Antidote does get a kill onto Mika right there. That means A side should be free. EXCEELI with another onto Harsh, 13 HP for EXCEELI. Can he do it? Boombot goes out, spray comes out, he does tag, raise a lot, backs away, you know, he can't. Sai or EXCEELI can't get into a fight with the other team because it's going to be pretty bad. A 5v3 Rexy with the Sheriff in his hands.
Now you see, since for the velocity, they made a lot of noise down mid, but they've made the full rotation onto A with the help of Antidote, who was lurking down A, was able to get the initial. This match, that's not a sentence I get to say very often. Velocity usually the team in the lead, and that just goes to say how exciting this match is been and is going to be. Noble, they recognize the fact that their retake would be extremely hard, coupled with the fact that they get to save a few guns, go for the save. Amaterasu gets that last minute kill on Tito, but Noble still saved 2 Vandals for themselves.
Yeah, such a good, you know, bomb round for them. If the plant does go down, Velocity is securing that round no matter what. There's no way of them defusing because the Velocity's post-plant positions are amazing. The way they sit, the way they, you know, hold corners, angles, everything such as this. That's why they picked Split. Split is one of the best maps for post-plant positions because there's so many corners. So it's gonna be should be out that they're all on B and mid. And Antidote should get a couple of frags here. He gets 1, but Sai is right there to trade him right back. Vibor, 58 HP. Can he secure the kill? No. Sai with 3 kills on his part. 1v2 situation. Right to base. Left again. After plant situation, right to base. Does still have his paranoia, which means he can definitely paranoia them and kill them. Sai is very low, so we should basically consider this as a 1v1 because even a single or a 2-tap should kill Sai here. If right to base places right, the paranoia should go out at the moment. The second he's going to tap the bomb, the paranoia should go out. He taps the bomb. Paranoia goes out. I think he should get a kill. Gets 1. Sai is very weak. He's just right to ace has to play slow as possible. Right to ace, securing the round. 6-4 Velocity with a lead again. 2-round lead. Right to ace is such a strong player. The way he thinks, everything is perfect about him.
The third clutch in this map, 50% of Velocity's rounds clutched by right to ace, just making poggers plays right now to give Velocity a 5-game win streak, 5-round win streak. From 4-1 down all the way to 4-6 is Velocity Gaming right now. Now, we see a small pause, which gives us time to talk about what exactly flipped the tables for Noble and Velocity. Noble, they've been trying to switch up their strategies. They went for an aggressive push down mid. They tried to do the usual holding of B site with Killjoy, but none of it seems to be working for Velocity. To touch up on your point about how Split is so good for them in the way they're able to clear corners, what do you think Noble should be doing different? Like, do you think they should stick to one strategy, or is there, like, switch up affecting them, or is the switch up actually good?
The switch up, okay. Right now, Noble is doing everything that they can. At the start, they look very strong, but it is an eco round. Sai does get his hand on the op. We've seen Sai before on the op. He was, you know, such a strong player with the op. He can get kills. So I think Noble is trying something different, right? They're gonna get the op. They're gonna get a couple of kills here and see how it goes. But Velocity, everything Noble thinks of, they're gonna counteract it pretty easy. It's not. It's the way Velocity thinks they can counteract almost any team, which is why I'm so positive to say Velocity is the best team in India at the moment, but Noble can possibly prove them wrong here. You know, they did look solid in the 4 rounds that they won, but Velocity does have the lead. They just need to play it very slow as they come in mid, and Rexy gets a kill with the Phantom. The smokes are out. They have to play it very carefully right now. EXCEELI, sorry. The kill onto Harsh. Amaterasu with the Rexy. Noble Tito onto EXCEELI. What is this? The op comes into play. Such a massacre on his part. Right away, is down. No more clutches for him. The side says, you know, we can't let you clutch more rounds. We're going to take you out first. As Vibor does get onto site, he does have the bomb. The bomb should go down. Amaterasu right behind him. No noises is made. Site should be caught off guard here. Possibly, but no, realizes Amaterasu is behind him. Turns around. Amaterasu still gets the kill onto Sai. Vibor, 85 HP, 20 shields. 2v2 at the moment. The Tito on his part is very low. I think 1 HP on his part. Vibor should get a kill, and he does.
Oh my god.
1v2. Vibor, as well as Amaterasu at this situation, taps the bomb, holds it, but he cannot get the round. Vibor with another securing the round for VLT.
So that setup, while it worked really well, like the way Rexy was able to get the kill from the underpass onto Antidote, and the way Sai's op came out clutch, while it worked really well in terms of switch up, I think leaving Heaven unattended was not the right call, especially after Rexy just backed up a little bit. And Noble, they're sort of unable to adapt in-game as well as Velocity is. Noble's still doing an amazing job, but Velocity just being better. And as you said, right, this is what convinces us that Velocity definitely the best team in the stages right now. Their ability to just take in the information of how the game is going and adapt accordingly. Now, once again, taking mid control, EXCEELI jumping in hard, getting a kill onto Tito with the showstopper, but Sai sitting in the corner, answers back, gets one, and then gets another onto Amaterasu. Sai coming up, huge mismatch. Hika getting another. Noble looking to answer back in their last round of the defensive half. Noble 3 versus 1. It's Antidote pulls out the Bladestorm. Can he 1v3? He cannot, because Hika gets the third kill for himself. Will make it 5-7 for Noble Esports. And here is where I want to take a second to talk to you about the way the compositions work. Because Cypher, I think you can, like, the way he works on attack and the way he works on defense, much more comparable as to Killjoy. I feel like Killjoy is slightly harder to execute on attack. What do you feel about that?
I would say that Killjoy is definitely a post-plan position place, right? So I think that's what Noble went for. I think they wanted to hold it with Killjoy, play as a post-plan position on attacking side. That's why you would pick a character such as Killjoy, right? While Cypher can be used for backstab, Cypher can be used for so many other stuff, Killjoy, I would say, is the better for post-spam positions more than Cypher. But Cypher is the perfect for defending a site. And using Cypher helps you out a lot. And we talked about in the match before how, like, Cypher is such a strong character. If you don't have Cypher an S tier player or character, it's going to be quite hard for you to hold the site. But some teams do make it work. That's because they have such good communications as well as holding possibilities. EXCEELI does use his boombot to try and figure out exactly where they are. Hika with this trusty frenzy from the eco round, just holding it down. Noble has to play very safe here. They don't want to lose any players that spot out one mid, but they just back away. This is such a cool matchup. I think it is. They are on the attacking side now, right? Noble is on the attacking side. The sides have switched. EXCEELI just holding it down with the grenade. I think the grenade is gonna catch him off guard here. Maybe not. Doesn't really go any else down, but no, enters the side. Jet dashes in. And Vibor, this is such a massacre.
Vibor is holding down the site, does not get a kill, will get taken down, but Amaterasu with 2, and EXCEELI with another, but Hiko with the backstab gets 1, Tito with 1-2 makes it 2v2, Antidote just holding downstairs is able to get a kill for himself. It's Tito versus right to ace and Antidote now. Tito needs to look to get the spike plant, gets one shot onto Antidote, but it's still him with extremely low health, just 38 HP, and the spike to plant. This is a really tough task for Tito right here. This is the pistol round, so there's not much he can save either. Likely just has to go for the play and try to get the credits as much as possible and hope he's able to clutch through. 7 seconds left, going for the spike plant. Instead, Antidote dashing in will get the kill onto him, not even allowing the spike plant for the extra credits. Velocity coming in huge, just starting to run away with the map in general in the way they're starting to dominate the other team. The mind games you see from both teams, like the way Noble approached mid, they took mid control with the help of the dark covers, but once they got Hika into the underpass area, they just switched all the way completely to B side. Velocity, they understood that this is likely to happen, making sure Vibor is able to hold down, get that information. Both teams looking amazing, but now going into the eco round for Noble, it's Velocity looking to take a huge lead lead in the rounds for themselves.
Yep, 8-5, the Intermission does go down from Vibor. This camera, very aggressive play right here. Oh, and Vibor with a kill on Harsh right there. Just a little spray one way. Classic play from the Cypher. As it is a push 2B. As Omen enters, I think Vibor has one. Vibor should have another. A 3K from Vibor. Side just picks up a trade right back. But still, the sight is theirs. But EXCEELI says no. Comes back, gets the 2 kills. That's a clean round for Velocity. 5-9 Velocity with a 4-win lead. This is looking so good for Velocity right now. They got the feel of the enemy team. They're not letting them have any more rounds. This is Velocity's pick, so we can definitely expect a dominant performance from them. Maybe we can, and we can see them not give a single round to them, but doesn't really, it's too early to judge. It was an equal round for Noble Esports, so they can definitely make it work.
Yeah, they've won buy rounds before in this matchup, so definitely capable of winning the next round. But the next round gonna be so important, given the fact that they are 4 men down. Now you see full buys for all the team, and the op coming out on the side of Velocity as they look to just hold their lead. Vibor making aggressive plays with the help of the camera, gets the kill onto Hika with EXCEELI's help. 5v4 right now for Velocity Gaming in Noble Esports buy round. Noble, they need to clutch this through somehow. They're moving towards A site, moving through the underpass. SI moving from the normal A entry point. The spike though is all the way on B side. Right to Ace gets 2. Catching the people coming from underpass off guard. Sai gets one answered back, but the spike still in mid. The spike is not decided on where it's gonna go. Spike needs to go over to B, but will get spotted out by the trap fire that Vibor has placed on B. Sai just holding down the fort near A ramps, pushing, making all of Velocity come to him, creating so much noise, allowing his teammate to go over to B site. I believe the Omen on Noble Esports used the Shadow Step to bypass the tripwire, not giving away the information. The spike plant will go down and should enable him being able to hold that side down. Sai though, he needs to start either making the rotation or try to catch people on the rotation for Velocity. Every single member of Velocity now running, trying to make their way onto B, trying to catch them off guard. The paranoia comes out from the Omen. Rexy gets one kill for himself. Rexy trying to get another, will not be able to do so. 1v3 right now for Noble, and Sai nowhere near this B site will mean that Velocity should be able to go for a comfortable defuse right now. It will just end up being Sai saving that round. While I really like the idea of creating a lot of noise in one site and then allowing your other player to just sort of get the spike plant onto another, I feel like Sai could have been a bit more aggressive or a bit more fast with the rotations right here. Like, I feel like he should have tried to stop the rotations or gone on the rotations himself. What do you think?
Yeah, the thing is, that was a tough spot for Noble Esports, and what they did was perfect, right? Sai had it covered. He was, making all the noise he can to keep the rotation from happening, acting like he had the bomb, which worked for them until Rexy planted. The second Rexy planted, what Sai should have done is peek aggressively and try to get a kill. That's when you can catch some people off guard. But still, definitely a good round from Velocity as well as Noble, them being able to pick off at least, a couple of members with her. Amaterasu does have his flash out. I think they are going to go for an aggressive peek. EXCEELI does go and get the kill onto Rexy right here. There are still people, an aggressive hold on B Heaven, but the bomb is on B main right now as a one-way smoke does clear out from Cypher. Hika just with the Sheriff in his hands. I think this is an eco round. Antidote should have picked up the kill, but no, a little whiff shot. But it's fine. He still holds down the site. He knows that there is one A Heaven. Goes in, tries to play a little bit slow. Another missed shot from an Antidote. It's just, he's just messing around right now. They figured out the way this is gonna work, and they're just playing. Vibor does get a kill, even though he's concussed. He gets it too. Even though he's concussed, it doesn't matter if he's concussed or not. It doesn't even matter if he's in the game. He can still secure the kills. EXCEELI with another onto Tito, sorry. And side trades him out right immediately back and right to A, securing the round for Velocity Gaming. Now Velocity is just having fun at the moment. Them being able, they got a feel of Noble, and now they're just getting, one taps, 2 taps. This kill was from Vibor. It was perfect, and you can definitely see how well he places his crosshair placements are, and the way he plays is perfect. And EXCEELI right there behind him to back him up is perfect.
Here,
Yeah, just Velocity looking better and better as the map progresses, and it feels like Noble, they penetrated Velocity's defenses really hard and really fast early, but now they've come up against this inner wall where they just cannot get past because Velocity predicting every single one of their moves. EXCEELI now really aggressive down, B short getting a kill for himself, pulling down that angle, will try to take down another with the showstopper, gets one as right to ace, gets another. Velocity now, as you said, just settling into their groove. For them, it's just another fun game of Valorant, enjoying their prowess right here. EXCEELI with his third, takes the Moombot to his face, he just don't care. Velocity, 5 versus 1 right now. On this massive win streak, they were 4-1 down, and since 4-1, Velocity have won 10 rounds, Noble has won 1. Velocity just looking dominant right now in their ability to just take over the map. You see Sai, the lone player left for his team, all the way on A site, just potentially going for the save right here and trying to get some kills for himself. But we've talked about Velocity and how they're a bunch of sharks who will swarm all around you if you go for that save and try to take you down. Doing just that now, clearing corners point by point like a SWAT tactical squad.
30 seconds
This
left.
gives us a second while Velocity gets here to take down Sai. Now, Sai gets one with the help of the turret. He's right here. He's really low. Will take down right to ace. Throw down the swarm grenade as he tries to rotate. The rest of Velocity swarming to his position, looking to avenge their
10 seconds
teammates.
left.
3 versus 1 for Sai. Can Sai get more kills for himself? Throws out the swarm grenade to create time for himself. Will put out the alarm bot to get some information, which will get triggered. Velocity chasing him. Sai running away, looking for the save, looking for the kills. Will we not be able to find one here? Tags them really low, but Sai saves. And that will be important, considering that now it's Velocity on the match point. But what I wanted to say is Vibor, like, he's consistently, I feel like, one of the most underrated players on Velocity. His ability to just hold down a site and be the calm, cool, and collected person for Velocity, so important for a team that is just explosive players all around. Vibor, he deserves a lot of props, and he has mine.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw that, but Sai headshotted someone at the turret. I've never seen that happen. I've never seen a turret do a headshot. I wonder if it does more damage, to be honest. I gotta check that out. But the sprays do come in from Sai to clear out vents right now. There are 2 vents, so it's gonna play it slow as possible. The ult does go down in mid. That means mid control is there as Antidote as well as right to ace is gonna be caught in the thing. But Antidote does secure a kill onto Sai, and still the enemy Killjoy's ult is down, but Hika with another kill on Amatera. Su right there before being able to hold down the site. Gets a kill onto Hika. Harsh right there. Trade him out. Noble's a man advantage with a low player on their hands. A 2v3 Velocity, right to ace, and Antidote. Antidote has proven himself since he's been, on the jet. Constantly, the way he gets kills is so good. Right to ace is proven himself constantly with the clutches and right to ace onto Rexy. The bomb is down. Both of them are on site. Harsh with 45 HP on his hands. Tito with the max. The all does go down from right to ace, trying to flank a little bit. Gets the information, comes back. 46 HP. Tries to teleport down. I think he's going to be caught on the ult. Tito gets the kill. Both of them hit by the ult. He's just going to hold down. And Tito doesn't want to mess this up right now.
Tito 1v2, he can definitely pull this off, but instead it's going to be Tito with yet another clutch. Talking about underrated players in a team filled with extremely well-known individuals, and then the explosive player that is Hika, the top fragger that is Harsh in his flamboyant style. I feel like Tito, he plays these agents like Breach. We've seen him also, I believe, on the Omen. He's sort of the initiator and the controller for the team, and the way he's able to clutch through multiple rounds here, very good for Noble. But Noble, they're still 6 rounds down. They need another 6 rounds back-to-back to try to get to overtime against Velocity. 17 kills for Hika, 17 kills for Sai. Noble trying their absolute best right now. EXCEELI throwing out that boom bot, trying to get some pressure in mid for themselves. The flash comes out for Amitarasu. The fault line will come out for Amitarasu. Sai pushing in really aggressively, using the spam as a way for him to get that position right on the other side of the wall to EXCEELI. Now, right to Ace at A ramps will get a kill against Rexy. Right to Ace giving his team the man advantage. Velocity looking to close out map 1 right here, right now. 12-6 for Velocity, looking to like finish the game off immediately. Noble, they're taking it really slow.
Yeah, I know, they're playing it so slow, right? Both of them, they don't want to lose this. You know, Noble has to do something here. It is not their pick, but that's fine. Right to Ace, that's secure kill onto Tito. EXCEELI with another onto Sai, a 2v5. This round is theirs. I mean, the map should definitely go, but don't get him wrong. Harsh right there, firing back on right to Ace. The clutch god is down. A 4v2. This map was something, right, CA?
30 seconds
Yeah,
left.
this map was a sight to watch in the way Noble came out fighting and the way Velocity were just able to pull everything back, just absorb the blow they were dealt in the earlier rounds and make themselves better for it. EXCEELI, he almost survives the showstopper with 1 HP, gets taken down by Hika with the
10
grenade,
seconds
but with
left.
the time going down, this will be Velocity taking the map for themselves. Hika trying to finish it off with a few frags for him, and they're just like, nah bro, he just steps back, and Velocity with that time going down will make it 13-6, making it 1-0 in this best of 3. You thought this was all we've got? We've got 2 more games, hopefully, of just this amazing action coming right up. Next map will be Nobles, but this is Velocity taking down their home map 13-6.
Yeah, we definitely expected such a dominant performance on the defensive side from Velocity, but them getting the advantage even on attacking when Noble looks so strong at the buy rounds as well as the eco round. Definitely a good matchup. Noble is constantly proving themselves. Hika always on top of the board. Doesn't matter if you're not the winning team, you know. Always the MVP, constantly. That's what he's known for, the MVP master, and Hika playing it so well. Props to Noble for even coming close, you know. It's perfect.
Yeah, definitely. Noble playing it really, really well. That was map 1 between Velocity and Noble, so much more intense action to come. I expect Noble to go back and read through exactly what happened. They sort of threw away the momentum they had, and Velocity took it and ran away with it. And I expect Noble to be back with a bang. But this was the LG Ultragear TEC Challenger Series. Remember, if you're loving the action so far, and I know you are, because both me and Praniti definitely are, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell down below to make sure you have constant updates. Series 3 registration is now open, so you can go get your friends, match up against these teams, see how you can handle the pressure that I know all of these players are feeling. We'll be back real soon for map 2, so hang on and place your bets, find out exactly who is going to be able to pull out the win in map 2.
I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Take my hand, and we don't need to do the things we don't want to do. Baby, while we're
Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
I never want to make compromises when I play. I need every FPS I can take to perform at my peak. For myself, for my team, as well as for my viewers. Streaming always used to present me with a choice, either FPS or stream quality. I no longer have to make that decision thanks to AMD's 3rd generation Ryzen processors. Now my viewers get to see my gameplay smoothly. Ever since joining the team in 2018, AMD's partnership with Fnatic has given us the latest computer tech to help our performance. 3rd generation Ryzen is now the pinnacle of multi-threaded processor performance, and it's a big step up from everything else I've used before. AMD have listened to our feedback to make sure they make the best products possible so that we can simultaneously play as well as stream at the best setting. That's why I use AMD's 3rd generation Ryzen processors.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back for the LG Ultragear TEC Challenger Series 2 powered by AMD, and for our media partner we have AFK Gaming. We're back for map 2 between Noble Esports and Velocity Gaming after Velocity Gaming took down Noble in map 1 13-6. We'll take a quick look at the map, see what's up next. So Praniti, we have Ascent up next, and this is Noble Esports' map. Given the way they came out in map 1, do you think they'll be able to pull off a win in this map?
Okay. Knowing that Velocity that they are, let's say they are, we don't know Velocity, okay? They're new. Noble Esports can make it work because it's their map. If they have that mindset that they can make it work because Ascent is what they've been practicing for so long, and if they can do it, Noble can do it. They definitely have the potential. They have the plays. They have the communication. They have Hika, who's like such a huge player and such a fragger, and if they can make it work with him in the team, where they set him up for kills, if not, support him a little bit, they can definitely make it work.
Yeah, we saw how Hika and Sai were actually the ones leading the leaderboard in the last map, even though it was Velocity taking them down. So I think it's exactly as you said. It's all about the mindset that Noble carry into this game. We've seen so much potential from Noble, and given the fact that this is their first tournament as an organization, the sky is the limit for this team as to where they can go. Velocity, the same could be said about them though. Even though they are the best team, always improving. For example, the way they adapted in the map 1 despite going down, just phenomenal, and shows the caliber of this team in hand. We're set for an exciting game too. Now,
Very much so.
remember, Series 3 registration is open, so if you want to get face up against these teams, gather your mates, just go on down to the links in the description below, register for yourselves, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the share button, and notifications on to get constant updates. But for map 2, talk to me about the compositions. We've talked about how Sai is one of the best oppers, and now going into game, I believe we'll see him once again on the Killjoy. Do you think there's a way you could utilize the Killjoy in such a way that you use the Killjoy properly in defense to deny entry sites, but also use Sai's capability as an opera in mid?
Okay. They can use it for rotations and flanks, right? There's a regular play on B side Squid. Squid is the main entrance, and there is a little box there with Squid, so you call it Squid. You place it on top of that box, right? Which gives you the entire rotation, flank, anything like that. Which is exactly what has happened. If you see the minimap, on B side, there is a turret exactly where I said it would be, that is Squid. So that can help you out a lot. And Harsh just going in, just placing all the smokes that he can, just entering into site. As the shock bolts come in, everyone's revealed. The utilization from right to ace with his utility is perfect. Hika with his trusty. Frenzy gets a kill. Amatera Su right holding back. Boathouse gets another kill. This is a massacre. Trades constantly come in. Rexy with another on time right there. Su Tito with another onto right to ace. Right there. 1v3 situation. Antidote left alone. Know exactly where they are. Right, he can't just loses 50 HP out to the turret right here. Just gonna back away and maybe, you know, go for a save on the ghost round, but not really worth it. That was such a fast round from Noble. You can see that they're being very aggressive, which is exactly what you need.
Yeah, they were extremely aggressive going in. Noble on the attacking side this time. This is definitely the mindset that we want to see from them. Just confidence in proactive plays. Taking mid control and then moving into B side through the market area. Able to get side control for themselves. Tito getting the last kill will be able to finish it off. Noble taking it 1-0. Looking as strong as they did in the earlier parts of map 1. They just have to carry through this consistently.
Yeah. And Noble looking this strong in an eco round. We saw this before on Split, right? They took the eco round. They took the eco round right after from VLT. You know, it was perfect for Noble. And them being able to do it again shows that the confidence they have in eco rounds. Because with pistols, they're confident. All you have to do is carry that forward into buy rounds. You can definitely do it. I'm definitely hoping to see a third map. So Noble, come on, I believe in you.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I think every single one of us excited to see the third map. I will note, right to Ace, back to his trusty Sova. Now, that's going to be a tough task for Noble to step up to. EXCEELI using the Shadow Step aggressively, trying to get a peek for himself. And right to Ace going down really low. EXCEELI will get taken down as Tito and Harsh both get a kill. But Antidote, before, both answering back. If Velocity in their eco round, you cannot count them out. One of the best teams to get those thrifty rounds for themselves. Now, I believe that's Rexy who's all the way there setting up right in front of the other two members of Velocity. Just Amaterasu and Antidote left. As you can see, Noble, Rexy now with the spike rotating all over to B side. Sai gets a kill onto Antidote, making it 3-1 in the favor of Noble. Can they pull this off and maintain their consistency?
Yeah. Amaterasu left alone. He is such a good player with his game sense being one of the best in in this tournament right now. He does have his fault line, which he can use to gain control of the side, but I would rather save the Spectre for next round than go for a clutch round. But there is Sai holding down left side in pizza. Can he check it? And he does, and should probably. No, doesn't really work out from it there. So Sai securing the round with a little bit of 3k. An eco round from BLT. Definitely got enough picks as they did. But there is going to be upgrades coming in from Noble. That means 2 upgraded weapons as well as the Spectres they saved from last round. The off does go to Antidote from 2 rounds bruising. So he's going to glass scan it a little bit. A little bit of CSGO term for you right there. Just 1 kill each on the board. And EXCEELI with not, usually he plays Raze, a trusty, the boom bots, the grenades, is very impactful type player, and now he's opting to go for a controller. It's kind of weird, don't you think?
I definitely do think so, but I think we have seen EXCEELI on the Omen before. He plays a lot of Omen on Haven, so he's definitely capable of doing the same now. Harsh dashing in extremely aggressively. Will spot out Vibor right there. Vibor doesn't take him down. Harsh just trying to stay alive. EXCEELI takes down Pika. And Noble moving in really aggressively onto A side. 4v4 right now. And it's actually Velocity will help this advantage. Noble will take side control and get the spike down. But right to Ace with 2 kills for themselves. Takes down Rexy and Harsh. Putting the man advantage back in Velocity's favor. Velocity going for that retake.
17 HP on his hands, right to Ace. Does spawn out both the player strength spray through, but if he sprays back, he is dead. The bomb is being defused at the moment. Tito with 2 kills on his part, 3k for himself, and Tito gets a 4th on EXCEELI. Antidote with another, and Sai finishing the round. Even though the round is over, it does secure all the kills. This is deja vu for me, but BLT with their first round, pretty good plays coming in from them.
I think that was so huge for Noble, because at the end, especially with Sai taking down Antidote, that op goes down, and for Noble, it was just 2 of their members carrying like full buys. 3 of their members chose to stick to the Spectres, so now they have just that extra bit of economic advantage. You see, once again for Velocity, they have 4 Spectres and 1 Phantom, so not being able to get the full buys, but they have enough, and Velocity definitely a team who can pull out and win even if they are down in terms of weaponry. Now you see Noble recognizing the fact that they need to switch up their strategies. They made a really aggressive A push last round. Now they're playing it really slow. Sai pushing into mid-side, just holding on, waiting for the rest of his team to potentially get a pick before they commit to a site. Now, two members of Noble also looking to come up here and back up Sai. Both the teams playing it really cautious, acknowledging how important this next round can be.
Yeah, it's Sai and the Raze right now going through mid, trying to pick off anyone that they can. Check speed set, checks every corner that they can, but they don't really spot Amaterasu, who's hiding in the smoke. I think behind the wall right there in spawn. The bomb is dropped in a very safe spot, which is A made, and the bomb is being got and going to be right now. This is solely going to be EXCEELI with his trusty Omen right now. He can definitely do it. Harsh has secured the kill on Amaterasu with the off on CT.
30
And
seconds left.
with another, and Hika trades him right back. 3v3. Noble is not backing out of this fight pretty easy right now. Velocity is like definitely looking strong too. The op is on the left side. Right away, does have his Phantom and does secure the kill. Bomb is down, marks the bomb for him. Rexy still, Hika still in the play. Don't get it wrong. 10 seconds left on the board. Sai gets the kill. Hika goes down to right ways.
Sai will not expect EXCEELI right there, and EXCEELI takes him down. This is what I meant, like. So, on the side of Noble, it was Harsh who got the opening kill, but what do you think went wrong for Noble in their push?
Honestly, I don't think nothing went wrong there. The thing is, they're taking 50-50 fights, which are aim battles. So they need to keep it less of 50-50 aim battles, because especially if Hika, Sai peaked with Hika, that situation, right to ace would be dead. But the thing is, he wanted to go for the bomb more than the kill, which got him to lose a player, got him to lose the round.
Yeah, just that, like, small aspects of communication, which are not inherently present for Noble, and it's not that, like, Noble are not capable, it's just the fact that, like, this team hasn't played together for long, but Antidote, oh my god, gets that sick op kill onto Sai. This is the eco round for Noble, so for them, it's going to be about getting as many picks as possible, possibly trying to get the spike plant and get some extra credits. They are moving through mid now, have taken a significant amount of mid side for themselves. Another man down for Noble, EXCEELI finding the kill, Amaterasu with one more. I mean, 4 men down for Noble, Amaterasu finds 2. Just Rexy left with the Sheriff and the Spike, trying to get at least a kill for Noble in this eco round. Velocity looking to make it a flawless round right here.
I think they can definitely do it. Spots exactly where EXCEELI just going above him, going for the knife. And EXCEELI is known for the knife kill. Yeah? He always gets a knife in every match, and especially if he gets one against Noble, I will be out of my seat. I'll be excited. So EXCEELI, come on, show me something. You know, I want to see a knife. But at the same time, Noble, you can't take them lightly. Yeah, they're one of the strongest team in this tournament right now. I would definitely say, you know, they're definitely above most of the average team. And Rexy, you know, you've seen him do so many strong, you know, highlight plays with shock darts, and this is where he made the infamous play that I can't get out of my head. Okay, Killjoy used his ult. Killjoy was very weak, as well as Rexy. I don't know if you saw this. The way he used the shock dart to get that kill, bounced it off the wall, was insane. Right away with this a Hunter's Fury, sorry, and gets a tag, but Rexy's right there to get a kill onto EXCEELI. That means EXCEELI is down. This is a 4v5. Tito with another onto right ways. Both of the front are down. Now Amaterasu with this all gets one. Can't really get the third. Sai gets the kill, but Hunter's Fury goes right back. Antidote with the ultimate. Can he get a kill? The Blade Storm does come out, spots the enemy right there. The drone comes out, trying to pick off anything that he can. Just get the information, gets the and can he get the skill? Goes on harassment in. Antidote with the ult. Gets that right click.
I don't think Rexy was expecting Antidote to just pop up in front of his face right there. Antidote playing really aggressively, just how he's been this entire series. Getting that kill. Pulls out the Blade Storm again to get the final kill onto Harsh. Even though Noble, they got the first blood and opened up that round, it's Velocity coming out on top. Now Velocity looking so good. Having said that, this is the defense side. This is Ascent, where we do favor the defense side slightly. So I think Noble, they just need to get a few more rounds for themselves. I think 5 or 6 rounds would look really good for them going into the second half of this map. So if they're able to pull that off, it would be absolutely amazing. But Antidote, man, he's so aggressive and he does it so well. Antidote's been a completely different beast altogether this tournament. Now 4-2 for Velocity. Noble once again trying to switch it up. Rexy lurking down on A while the rest of his team tries to push down mid, trying to get get control there and trying to get a kill for themselves, trying to get a pick before they can move on. But instead, it's Amaterasu once more. After that Rolling Thunder multi-kill, is able to get last round, is able to get 1 kill to open it up this round. Amaterasu looking extremely good, gets another as Vibor answers back to 5v2 velocity. Spike is down. Flawless round. Oh no.
This is so looking, pretty strong. Velocity is dominating at this point right now. You could not have expected more, but the defense side is a little bit more, defense side is, this map is based on defense side. 4-2 is not that bad, and 5-2, sorry, is not that bad. They can definitely get 2 more rounds. Noble has proven themselves in eco rounds as well as buy rounds that they can secure it. But the way that Amaterasu is playing that breach is perfect. The way he knows his flashes, the fault line, the seismic blast, everything is perfect. But the off does come out for both of the teams. Antidote does have the securing. Oh, but no harsh! Such a play from him. Just aggressive peeks, a jump peek from him. Gets that kill onto Antidote, which means 1 man down Velocity. But don't get them wrong, they can still make it work. 2v5 and they can still make it work. Velocity is known for that. Amaterasu playing B side, just trying to pick out exactly where they're going. EXCEELI making it a 4v4, getting the kill onto Hika right there. Just falls back, don't want to get an aggressive peek. Paranoia does come out, doesn't get hit by EXCEELI. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah, 4v4 is Velocity pulling that back after Harsh's heroics, and Vibor getting another means it's once again man advantage for Velocity. It doesn't matter if they lose the first blood because they pull it back every single time. Now, you see Noble making a push onto B. The site will make it wait, but Amaterasu is there waiting for the save. Will take down Rexy as EXCEELI takes down Tito. Spike is down and Harsh with that flick. That was nasty. But Velocity win the round. 6-2 right now. And where do you think you draw the line for Noble being, basically being impossible for Noble to pull back? For me personally, I think 10 rounds is a bit too much. 9-3 too hard. I would be okay with an 8-4 for Noble because I think they can pull up a really good showing in their defensive side.
Yeah, they just need to, I'm hoping Noble would get 2 more rounds here because, me and Apo were discussing yesterday on stream, 4 rounds on attacking side is enough to come back on defense. But against a team like Velocity, you need a lead on any side that you are. It doesn't matter. If you don't have a lead, Velocity has that, groove that they have that they can just go in, get a kill, come back. The way they secure the rounds is perfect. Now, Amaterasu leading the board. This is the first time seeing him on top of the board for his team. The way he plays that breach is so perfect. I'm gonna start playing breach now. No, after seeing him, I'm so excited for him.
Yeah, Amaterasu definitely one of the best players on Velocity, the IGL, right? And we talked about this so much in the versatility he brings to their team and the shot calling he brings in the sense that he moves the entire map around as a chessboard where he's moving his own teammates. He's also predicting where the other team is going to be. So Amaterasu, one of the best players on Velocity, now on the top of the leaderboard, looking extremely, extremely good. Noble, on the other hand, they've done what theoretically we know to be right? They've tried to take mid control several times. When that hasn't worked, they've tried to rush sides several times. And while they've got 2 rounds for themselves, it hasn't necessarily been enough. Looking at their buys now, you see 2 Sheriffs, 2 Spectres, and a Phantom. What do Noble need to switch up right now? Do they just need to do what they're doing and execute better? Or is their strategy itself completely wrong?
Yeah, the strategy is not wrong, okay? It definitely works with most of the team. But them doing it against Velocity, the same thing, not pulling something out of the sleeve, not being predictable as much would work. If the ult does go down, I think this might be, if they play it right, Noble should have the round right here. Gets a kill onto Harsh, but through the smoke, Tito gets a kill onto Antidote right there. The sprays the right ways is caught. Sai with a kill. Tito with a kill. They're so good right now. This is a massacre. This should be a round for Noble. Map 3, here we come. I'm so excited. Come on, Noble. You got this. I believe in you. 2v4 situation. Can EXCEELI do this? EXCEELI and Vibor left alone. A defensive player from Vibor, but EXCEELI, we've seen him perform, and he can definitely make it work. Sprays to the smoke. Tito gets 1 and 2. A spray. Just good job.
Right? Like Tito, he stepped up so much this map. He's been, I believe he is the top fragger too, we'll see that. But getting 4K this round, pulling it back for Velocity, he was the only member with a Phantom going into this round. The rest of his team on Spectres and Sheriffs means that Noble getting this round for themselves, they definitely have a huge chance. As you said, like, I would definitely be happy with an 8-4 for Noble, but if they can go further than that, that just gives them the extra confidence, extra motivation, and extra just space for them to pull it back in the second half. 6-3 right now though, and full buy rounds for both teams. This is Noble's moment to shine. This is Noble's moment to pull it back. EXCEELI in this really interesting position with the operator, waiting for Noble to step up, predicting an A-side push from Noble. Gets one for himself, so we'll throw out the paranoia right here to prevent any push onto him. We'll get another EXCEELI. Oh my god, just holding it down right here. EXCEELI with the third, almost getting the fourth, but Rexy takes him down. But that's more than enough, because Velocity with the 2-man lead. EXCEELI, he's done his job and done it brilliantly.
Yeah, this round, this match is so good. They're both perfect for each other. 3v2 situation. Noble with the bomb. Rexy's just holding back. There's no rotations coming in right now from BLT. They know Antidote can handle it by himself, even if there is any players right now. This is looking pretty strong. There is rotations coming in from right to ways. Go into mid, check in mid if there's anyone, but no one's there. Amaterasu just, calling the shots, just stick it, and the rotations will come in from Noble to go to the other side. The mid is made. The noise has been made.
30
in mid.
seconds
Means
left.
Amaterasu knows that exactly where they are. I don't think he is quite listening that much, but as I think they're gonna try to fake it. Omen's still holding back. I think Amaterasu should get his kill. He does hear exactly where he is. Amaterasu missing a few shots, but still second in the round for Noble. As he go, whoa, no.
10
Tito
seconds
goes
left.
into sight, teleports. 8 seconds left on the board, but no, right to ways catches him off guard. Good job, Velocity.
I think this round was all about predictions and mind games from Velocity Gaming. This positioning from EXCEELI in this corner down A long, you don't expect that from Noble at all. EXCEELI expecting the A push, gets 3 kills for himself from this position. Absolutely huge. It just puts Noble in a state of chaos where they're unable to make a move without giving away too much information. He goes down after 3 kills, but simply that doesn't matter because Noble, they caught in that difficult position. We'll take a quick look at the scorecard, see what's going on in terms of weaponry for both teams. You see almost full buys for Noble, just 1 light shield for Sai, but Sai takes down EXCEELI to start it off. 7-3, Noble trying to pull back 1 or at least 1, maybe 2 rounds for themselves. Hika gets the second. Noble aggressively moving on to site A, but the spike is way far behind on Rexy, so they have to hold till Rexy gets there.
This 2v5 situation finally with the lead from Noble. They have the for the first time they have the man advantage at the moment. Antidote does have his all, but I mean, he can definitely secure it right away. He's known for the clutches. 2v5. I think they're gonna opt to save because there are post plans coming in at the moment. Just has to play it a little bit slow right now. Sai just going for an aggressive peek. I think he might get taken out, but no, he doesn't want to. He's going for the flank right now. Harsh in CT. Antidote does figure out exactly where he is, does get the kill onto Sai. 4v2. Can they make it work? Just get a couple of picks, if not all, right ways with an exit frag for himself from Harsh. 3v2 situation. Can they do it?
Now 1v3, I believe Antidote will just end up opting to go for the save right here. But Noble, they're not happy with that. They want that up out of the way. Hika with the 3rd kill makes it 7-4 for Noble. Noble looking to fight back on their home map. And this is what we wanted to see. If they're able to get 1 more round, with just that 1 round gap, it would be huge. They've looked so good in the pistol rounds in like map 1 and the first pistol round in map 2. If it was 7-5, I think they could actually pull through even and then hold down the fort in their own defensive half. Noble trying their best to give all of us what we want, which is a game 3. Let's see if they're able to do that, or will Velocity just be as dominant as we expect going into the last round now. 7-4 Velocity for Noble. Now, you see, for Velocity right there, a member going down as Noble taking the advantage.
Get out of my way.
Velocity Gaming just looking a bit shaky right now as Noble trying to take the lead for themselves. The Killjoy ultimate does
This is so weird, right? Noble Esports is so inconsistent, but at the same time, oh, the 3K from Omen right there. Velocity is looking a little bit strong. 7-4. Can he clutch this? 4 Noble. 3 people left on Velocity's side. Can they make it work? As the Ender Dragon's skin is there, the big boy gun, as we like to call it. I think he does. He almost gets spotted out by the recon dart, but doesn't really work out for him. Hika just playing it slow as possible, possibly saving the gun. 39 seconds left on the board. Can he make it work?
Yeah, this is Hika 1v3 trying to clutch through for his team.
30 seconds
just
left.
Waiting down on that site. Hika hasn't been as explosive as we know him to be this map. I do think he can still step it up in the second half, so we'll be looking at him to do exactly that. Velocity circling in from multiple angles. Right to Ace will find Hika right here and likely take him down if he peeks. Hika gets revealed by right to Ace's recon bolt. Hika going for the spike plant, instead not choosing to do so, but EXCEELI with the 4K. EXCEELI clutching that round huge, and EXCEELI with 15 kills leading the frag board right now. 8-4 though for Velocity. This is what we said is an okay score for Noble, so Noble definitely can still pull it back.
They can definitely make it work. 8-4 is not bad at all, especially on attacking side. Now that they have defense, all they need to do is play catch up. This is easy. They have to keep that mindset that this is completely a new match. We have seen, Velocity on attacking. They're strong, but not as strong as, they are on defense. So if Noble makes it work with the fresh mindset that they have, that they can come back, they believe in themselves. Map 3 might be real.
Now you see Velocity's strategy for attack slightly different from Noble's pistol ground strategies. 3 members on A, but Noble making an aggressive push down A long. Hush takes down 1, and looking for another is Noble. Noble looking to fight right out of the gate. They want to get this pistol round for themselves so they can get the next round and then keep it going. Sai holding down site B all by himself. As Velocity, they look to make the push down A. Noble instead expecting a push into mid or B, make the rotations. But I believe they will soon be making the rotations back, expecting Velocity to come to A. We'll see exactly when Velocity makes the move onto A, because they certainly look committed to the site.
There needs to be rotations right now as EXCEELI does go through Ivy and now is online. Can he secure this kill? I think Rexy might secure the kill onto both double peek in area, which is perfect. Rexy does get the kill onto EXCEELI right there. Rexy with another headshot onto right to Ace. A classic. Still works out for him. Antidote goes down. Vibor gets a kill onto Hika, but harsh. The way he holds the site is perfect.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we talked about earlier in the sense that we talked about how Noble, they can't just play what is known to work against Velocity, because Velocity also knows about that play and will likely counter it. Noble playing aggressive down A long and getting that opening kill and then pulling back and holding down the site, working perfectly for them, getting that pistol round for themselves. If they're able to get the next round and the buy round, it puts them so close to Velocity. But you see Tito not choosing to buy, just saving, likely holding out for the operator right there. The rest of his team going for the buy while Velocity saves. Velocity once more with the A push, but Killjoy is down at A. This is Killjoy's dream for a team to walk into her alarm bots and storm grenades, so we'll see what happens.
They're switching it constantly. Like, if it's A, Killjoy's A, they're going B. If it's B, they're stacking a site, but making it sure that it works. But this is a massacre right now. All of them are flash. Vibor the kill onto Tito. This eco run just might work out for the bomb. The bomb does go down with the player being very low at the moment. EXCEELI at 2 HP at the map. If this is a buy round for Noble, they can definitely make it work. If not, at least get a couple of picks off. Don't give them the round. Vibor with another onto Rexy with a classic. The classic's popping off right now for every team. Antidote with the shorty gets a kill onto Hika. Amaterasu with another onto side. This eco round still worked out for Velocity. Don't take them light. Come on, Noble.
Yeah, even though Velocity with the lesser weaponry rushing into a fully stacked A, with the Killjoy abilities, able to take down multiple members by pure accuracy. As you said, that classic working out really well for both teams. In this round, it was Velocity with the accuracy getting multiple gunfight wins for themselves and then taking site control. Velocity with that thrifty round looking so good, but I feel like you simply cannot afford rounds like this for Noble, because you are playing catch up. You have to be winning your advantage rounds, because it just gets harder in the next round when Velocity has the full buy.
Yeah, and 9 to 5 isn't bad at all. On defending side, this is a buy round for both of the teams, or if not, I think it's gonna be a semi-buy again for Noble. As we pull up the scorecard, we can see exactly what the buys are. But we have to understand that was a buy round for Noble, right? This should be pretty bad for Noble if they lose this round, but they have to make it work. As a matter, they're just rushing in right now. They want to try it again. EXCEELI with a kill onto Hika. The push is not working out. Tito gets a kill on Antidote, right to ace, right back firing. EXCEELI with a 3K by himself. Sai and Harsh go down to him, and suddenly, all of a sudden, there's a 1v4 situation where Tito's left alone, but Vibor secures the kill for himself, securing another round. VLT 10-5, a 5-win lead. Can they secure the win? 3 more rounds. Come on.
Ooh, I mean, Velocity definitely looking to close it out in the second map itself, but Harsh picking up the operator now. We saw multiple classics for Noble, so they did not choose to go for the semi-buy last round, instead opting to go for the save and believing in their capability to win back-to-back rounds starting now, because they have to do that if they have any hope of pulling it back against Velocity. You see though, for Noble, it's Harsh and Tito leading the scoreboard, trying to pull it back for their team. Harsh with the operator now, holding down mid, trying to get a pick for himself. Velocity, they're moving in from A side into mid, trying to get some control. The recon drone will spot out Harsh right there, and he has to back up. But Harsh with that flick gets EXCEELI. Oh my god, Harsh, you nasty Brian. Making it 5v4 for Noble. Velocity though, they have mid control and they just have to proceed from here. A man disadvantage doesn't mean as much when you're Velocity. Oh,
yeah. Ooh. A 3v4 all of a sudden. Amartya soon gets picked off side with another, and it's suddenly a 3v2. Velocity left alone. But Vibor, still one of the top players in the team, the underrated player, still gets the kill on the side right there. A 2v3 situation. Harsh with another kill on the right ways with the op, knowing that it would work. Vibor left alone right now. Hika is very low at the moment, but Harsh securing, showing that the op wasn't for nothing, gets the kill, securing another round, 6-10, looking pretty perfect, and Noble is not going down without a fight.
Yeah, given how good Harsh looked on the operator, I'm expecting Velocity to come out next round and end up smoking mid-site and deny him. So I'm wondering if he's going to predict that and switch up his position. Maybe go for an aggressive off-peak down A short or B short. Sorry, A long or B short. And we'll see if they're able to do that right there. You see the positioning coming out from Harsh. He is actually on A. So predicting that Velocity will try to deny his mid potential. Velocity though, they expect the same and they're not even going to smoke out mid. But Vibor down at A lurking will get an opening kill. Harsh gets one, answers back. 4v4 right now for either team. Noble, they need back-to-back rounds and they know it. They're trying their best to pull that off. Rexy, he is spotted by the recon bolt, and Velocity's spike is on A side. The Killjoy holding down B will mean that Velocity could move on to A side and try to get the site for themselves. Now, Tito takes down Antidote after Antidote took down Harsh. That means it's 3v3 right now. The spike moving all the way to B, exactly where Noble wants them. Can Noble pull off yet another round for themselves?
Sai has his op. He is one of the best oppers on the team right now. Not only Harsh can op. Sai, you know, just holding it down. If EXCEELI peeks there, he's definitely going down for real. And EXCEELI does peek, but no, a missed shot. I spoke too fast. Should not have done that. This is the caster's misfortune right there. Just being able to not predict out exactly what's going on, but the rotations do come out. Amartya picking up that kill onto Tito, right to base with another onto Rexy. All of a sudden, 1v3 situation. Sai left alone with the op on his hands. Can he make it work? 1v3 situation. They are swarming him like sharks at the moment. He does have like very much good HP right now, 97 and 44 shields on his part. The rotations do go out to A as the bomb does go out because they know exactly where he is. 14 seconds left on the boat. Can they get the bomb down? The turret does spot out
10 seconds left.
right to base right there. with the big boy gun right now, just holding down a proper lane.
Spike planted.
He does peek it. Sai should get a kill, and he does. Sai gets a kill on the right away. That means the economy is down just about a much. 86 HP, 21. The bomb is down at EXCEELI. I think he really wants the kill. He's going for it, right?
Yeah, EXCEELI, this is what we know EXCEELI to do. Like, get into the face of the opponent. He is the guy who goes for the knife kills, and he doesn't want to give over this op going into the next round for Noble, because you can see Sai, he's relegated to the fact that he can't really retake a site against two members of Velocity with that operator. Just trying to step back and save that operator for himself, maybe get a couple kills while he's at it. Alarm bot being triggered will give away information of Velocity's positioning to Sai. Does not get the initial kill, will get taken down by EXCEELI using his Shadow Step to move over there. 11-6 for Velocity. Noble needed that round, and it just is like, I feel like when it comes down to those pressure moments, those clutch situations, Velocity, they're cool, calm, and collected, and they win the gunfights. But even though Noble, they're trying their best, you see one weak link or from any member of their team just being exploited to the core by Velocity.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to die alone. If you die alone, that means you're not a good player. You have to die by yourself. I mean, die with the teammate, or get that kill, get that trade. You can't die by yourself. That's not how the game works. You constantly have to be with someone, and that's how you make a teamwork work. As it is 11-6 right now, just using Rexy, using the recon right away is using the recon to try to figure out exactly where players are. Spots out Harsh. Harsh just backs away. As Rexy is holding down back aside Amatera, so using all of his his fault line as well as a flash right now. Harsh does have his ult. EXCEELI picks up the kill on the right to Rexy right there. The ult is still out. He can definitely find someone right now. The flash goes out. Antidote gets two right there on Harsh and Sai. 2v5 all of a sudden. He left with a sheriff in his hands. Can he do it?
One
He is going for the
remaining.
kills.
11-6 down is Noble. They chose to go for the eco round. You can see pistols all around for all of them. And I have to say that's definitely a risky call, but a call I can respect, choosing to fight their way to overtime after they're able to get the full buy. Will get taken down, but 12-6, this is giving me deja vu once again. Because last time around, they were also at 12-6, looking to pull it back, but it was instead Velocity getting the win with the help of the timer. You can see how close the teams are in that, and I think it's just starting to boil down to pure experience for Velocity. They've been in these situations, high pressure situations, facing up against really good teams like Noble, and they know how to react, they know how to adapt, and they know how to come out better for it. Noble, a relatively new organization, while the players themselves know it, they haven't been in that situation together. So it's okay. They will be coming back with the spam. We'll see if Noble can pull this win through as Velocity tries to make the A push.
This is the upper bracket, so if Noble does lose this map, it doesn't matter. They still get to go down to lower bracket and fight their way back up to the finals. It doesn't mean that they are gone forever, so you'll definitely get to see Antidote just dashes into side, gets the kill on Sai right there. For all of a sudden, gets another for Rexy. 3v5 situation. Can Velocity do it? Velocity with another right to ace with another onto Tito. He gets a kill onto Vibward. That little flick from him while the door was closing was insane. He does have all of his abilities right now. Harsh gets a kill onto right to ace. One hiding in wine. One under two on switch as well as one on heaven. Amaterasu gets a kill onto Harsh. 1v2 situation. Hika, the man, the myth, the legend. Can he do it? 17 HP on his hands. EXCEELI still holding down the paranoia. Can he do it? 19 HP. It does come out. I think he's picked off someone just using the ult on the lower heaven. Can he figure this out? Exactly where the players are. The bomb is about to explode. I think he should get picked off. And there it is. 13-6 Velocity going to the next round. Finals.
I mean, Velocity being exactly the team we expected them to be, coming out in both maps really strong. But I believe, like, just even though Noble put up an amazing fight, like, Velocity's experience and consistency carrying them above the board. EXCEELI, I have to say, like, he just absolutely popped off this match, man. Like, I still remember that positioning with the operator down along with the way he's able to get multiple kills. As I expected, EXCEELI 306 ACS, 22 kills, is the MVP for Velocity this game. Velocity 2-0 will move on to the upper bracket finals of the LG Ultragear TEC Challenger Series. Noble, they're not out for the count just yet. They'll be moving to the lower bracket. But we'll talk about this entire match. We'll talk about what Noble needs to improve as we look through this map and through the AMD to live the moment. And talk about, like, I think personally, given the fact that there is a lower bracket and Noble moving to that experience, those extra best of 3 series will definitely help them improve as a team as they try to make their way back to FaZe Velocity.
Yeah, they just need to keep their head up. Just because they lost against Velocity doesn't mean anything. They're still such a dominant team and such a good team, and them being able to even get 6 rounds is perfect for them, right? And it is a best of 3, and Velocity is looking strong, very strong these days, and going up against them is a learning point for you. The second you go up against them, you have to realize that you are a top team, and even though you are losing doesn't mean anything. You can still come back, have a rematch with them, come back in the next series, have fun, that's what it's all about.
The fact that Noble, in their very first attempt in this Challenger Series, able to make it to the upper bracket semifinals is why we speak such highly of them. Every single one of their players, brilliant players, and now with that extra sort of cushion that they have, having made it so far to the upper bracket, will move on to the lower bracket trying to pull themselves back. Velocity though, standard Velocity style, moving on to the upper bracket finals. Talk to me about what if you were Noble right now. I'm assuming in an hour or two's time they'll take a break and come back, review the WOD. Exactly where do you think is the most important point for them to touch upon on? Because I think they did a lot of things right, but in key rounds, some gunfights and the way they peaked, I believe one time you mentioned, peeking alone and getting caught out, going for the wrong priorities is what ended up giving the small edges to Velocity.
Yeah, and going for 50-50 battles, I can't say anything. I'm not in their position at the moment, right? I have been in their position, I have fought against Velocity, but I can't really say anything, right? Because I'm not that good. I'm not as good as Noble is. And them being able to just going for 50-50 kills is kind of, how would I say this? Not professional as much. You have to have a teammate, you have to play together, and the kills that they get are perfect, but at the same time, you have to play as a team, build your teamwork. That's when you know that you're a good team.
Definitely. I think one thing that definitely builds with time is that teamwork. So we'll see if Noble is able to do just that and improve their communications while they're at it. Because Velocity, if you, obviously you can't forget how skilled they are, but even if you put away their skill for a moment, if they decide to play a little slowly for a map, you can see the fact that they know each other so well. Their communication, it comes through beautifully. Even though they go a man down, there's always someone waiting around the next corner to try and cover out for them. There's always Amitarasu with his picks looking to set himself up as well as his team. So Velocity just looking too good.
Yeah, Amaterasu was looking so strong, right? He the way he got his kills, the way he used his Breach on Ascent, you can definitely see that Ascent is his best map, right? To play Breach. And the way he knew all the light ups for the flashes, where it's gonna flash, where the fault line is gonna hit, everything like that. And the quick scopes from Harsh, man. That was so insane. Over and all, Noble Esports, definitely a good team, and they definitely have the potential to come up.
Definitely. That was just Series 1 in our action for the day between Velocity Gaming and Noble. Velocity 2-0 will be moving up to the upper bracket finals. And Noble, they still have a chance. They'll be moving down to the lower bracket semifinals too to try to make their way back to the grand final stage. Now, we have much more action for you in the LG Ultragear TEC Challenger Series. And to make sure you get constant updates of the same, like, share, subscribe, hit the notifications bell, and you get constant updates on all the content we put out. Make sure to register for Series 3, get your mates, step up to the plate and fight against these teams, then prove your mettle to get a chance to be the best. Now, we will be back really soon for the next really hype series in the upper bracket semifinals between EXCEELI Esports and Global Esports. So stick around. Make sure, if you want to buy some peripherals in the meantime, upgrade your setup. There's links down in the description below. But that's all from the first series of the LG Ultragear TEC Challenger Series upper bracket semifinals. We'll be back real soon. Catch you there.
I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Take my hand, and we don't need to do the things we don't want to do. I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Take my hand, and we don't need to do the things we don't want to do. turning